What's up, guys? Dr. Matt Westheimer here, and today we are going to talk about 2 out of the 4 things that we said that you need to achieve optimal health. So we talked about the 4 things are optimum nutrition, optimum mindset, optimum movement, and an optimum functioning nerve system. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about movement as well as the nerve system. And so hang on with me today. This is going to be very informative, and I'm going to give you some specific action steps to make changes in these areas of your life. So first I want to talk about movement. And the most common thing that I hear from people is that they don't have enough time to exercise. And here's the reason why I take this category as optimum movement and not optimum exercise is because I want to give you an example. If you had me choose between either somebody that sat for 10 to 12 hours a day and exercised 1 hour a day, or somebody that moved consistently throughout the day but didn't do any formal exercise, and you were going to ask me which one do you think is healthier, I would say 10 times out of 10, the person who moved on a regular basis was going to be healthier overall than the person who exercised an hour a day but just sat in a very stationary position 10 hours a day. And so if we want to take that and actually utilize that in our own lives, is exercise important? Absolutely. But more important is developing a culture and a habit and a lifestyle where movement is the priority. And then what you do is you build these micro workouts into your day, or these micro movements throughout the day. So what does that look like? It looks like waking up in the morning and spending 30 seconds doing as many push-ups as you can first thing when you wake up in the morning. Maybe you get 10, maybe you get 20, maybe 25, maybe 30. Then you go about doing the rest of your morning. Then when you drive to work, instead of parking in the closest parking spot to your office, you park a little bit away and then you take the extra walk. Instead of taking the elevator, you take the stairs. At lunchtime, after each meal that you eat, you walk for 10 to 15 minutes after your meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you incorporate those little small things throughout the day, that alone is going to make an amazing difference in your life. And then if you can sprinkle in 3-4 days a week of doing 30 to 60 minutes of exercise, maybe on a Saturday and a Sunday you do a workout and then one during the week, we can all make the time for these things if it's important to us. And so in our Facebook group, we have a lot more details into videos of movements. We have a 15-minute mobility routine that you can do in there that I guide you through. There's foam rolling routines. We do workshops in the office and around the community for working out and exercise, and we'll be building exercises into your care plans as well that you can do specific to your issues that can help you continue to get the results that you're looking for. But if there was going to be one takeaway from this movement section, it's going to be incorporating movement throughout your day and throughout your entire day. One quick example here before we move on to the next topic is Jennifer. So one of the things that she does is every single morning, she does 10 minutes of yoga. Doesn't sound like a lot. Like most people are like, if I can't do an hour, I'm not going to do any. But 10 minutes of yoga, even 6 days a week, that's an hour a week. That's 4 hours a month. That's 50 hours a year almost of yoga, of movement, and that's only doing 10 minutes in the morning. And then every hour she's doing push-ups or she'll do lunges. And so even if she doesn't get a full workout in during the day, she actually got more than a full workout in just by sprinkling things in during the day. So find ways to incorporate more movement into your life. I could go on and on for this subject, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know in the office and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. The second part of this equation, and I would argue is the most important piece of this health equation, would be your nerve system. And bear with me real quick because I know I've gone through some of this with you, but I need to go through a couple of more things that I want to reinforce that I think are going to help you get the results that you're looking for. Number one, when it comes to chiropractic care and your structural corrective care, the most important thing is the rhythm of the adjustment. So it's not that you're getting in the beginning 3 adjustments a week or 2 adjustments a week. We look at the whole week as one adjustment. And each time that you come in is a piece of that adjustment. So a lot of people think if they're supposed to get 3 adjustments in a week and they come in twice, they're like, oh, at least I got 2 adjustments. You didn't get 2 adjustments. You got 2/3 of an adjustment. And imagine if you did 2/3 of your diet, if you did 2/3 of your working out, what kind of results are you going to get? It's going to limit the amount of progress that you can make. So I really want you to make sure each adjustment builds on the one before, and it's really important to stay on track with those visits. Now, the importance too of making sure that you follow through and get corrective care, this really hit home for me years ago when I went to the dentist. I've been getting adjusted my entire life. I get adjusted on a regular basis for optimum health, and I knew that it was important, but I was trying to think of, things that we could relate it to in real life. So I was living in Singapore and I went to the dentist there. And years earlier when I went to the dentist, they told me that I was grinding my teeth. So they gave me a mouth guard. And that mouth guard was to wear at night to protect my teeth so I don't grind my teeth out. And when I was in college, I was cleaning out my dorm room and I lost my guard. And I'm like, I don't want to pay for another one. I'm sure I'm fine. So I didn't wear a guard for years after that, probably 6, 7, 8 years after that. Then when I went to the dentist, he took an x-ray of my teeth and he said to me, he goes, how old are you again? And this was at the time, I think I was like 32 years old. So I was like, 32, why? And he's like, you have the teeth of a 50-year-old. And I'm like, I have the teeth of a 50-year-old? What do you mean? I floss twice a day. I brush on a regular basis. I barely eat any sugar. I said, what do you mean I have the teeth of a 50-year-old? He goes, come here, look at this. And he pulled me over to his screen and he showed me on the x-ray. He goes, see these teeth, how flat they are? I was like, yeah, they look pretty good. He goes, they're not supposed to be flat. They're supposed to be points on them. You've been grinding your teeth out. And so he's like, do you grind? And I said, well, years ago I did, but I thought that they gave me a guard, but I thought I stopped. So I stopped wearing it because I threw it out. So I didn't get another one. And he goes, you need to get a guard again. And so I said, okay, I'll get another guard. Now, what can I do to, help my teeth heal? And he's like, unfortunately, because of the amount of damage that you have, you can't undo the part that you wore out. However, if you wear a night guard and you're really diligent about it, then you'll be able to get a full lifetime out of these teeth. They won't wear out anymore and everything will be perfectly fine. And so that was mind-blowing for me. And when we look at it with chiropractic, we know that your brain, your spinal cord, your nerves literally control everything in your entire body, every organ, every system, every tissue. The adaptability of your body and even your immune system is coordinated by your nerve system. And so when is the best time to get checked? Well, when is the best time to keep your teeth from wearing down? When you're this big, right? When you're little. So when it comes to chiropractic care, the best time is when everything is in good shape and we want to maintain that in good shape. But no matter where you start, whether you're in phase 1, phase 2, or even phase 3, if we can correct those misalignments, take pressure off of the nerves, and it's going to allow your body to function and heal better. And when we do that, that's like wearing that night guard. You're not going to break down anymore, and you're going to optimize the function of that, ideally for the rest of your life, to ensure that you have the quality of life that you would love. You can reach the goals that you want to achieve, have the hobbies that you want to have, and as we get older, have that just tremendous quality of life. That's really what this is all about, is about optimizing your body's ability to heal through an optimal functioning nerve system so you can live the life that you would love to live. And we are honored to be on this journey with you. And so, what's the key? What's the takeaway from this one? So the action step for movement was to add more micro movements and mini workouts throughout your day and throughout your entire week. What's the takeaway from this one? making sure you stay on track with your visits so you can get the results that you're looking for. And if you do that, you have our commitment that we will do everything in our power to get you the results that you're looking for, and we will not give up until we get there. So thank you guys. We'll see you soon.